Our new, bigger showroom means more inventory, and that means bigger savings for you. Come to the house at Good Service Built and buy from Mike Butch Ford, and we'll give you 5 free oil changes following 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty.
If you're looking for an incredible deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle from the dealer who has always put you first, stop the search. Call the all-new Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear.
This is Sammy Dixon saying thank you. Thank you very much for your business.
And good morning. You're listening to WIFO FM in Jesso, 105.5 on your FM dial. Thursday morning, 18th day of February. Butch Hubbard here with you on the Big Dog. Lots of sunshine today. High today in the mid-60s, around 65 today. The Omaha River level is 11.3 feet and falling. Currently here in southeast Georgia, we have 43 degrees. It is 8 o'clock. It's now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Parker Insurance and Realty, located on Macon Street in downtown Jesso. Also brought to you by Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, and by Mike Butch Ford in Blackshear. And Bob, we got a special guest in here with us this morning.
Yeah, we've been promoting this general membership luncheon. I understand it's going to be a great crowd on hand next Tuesday, February 23rd. Sean O'Quinn's on the chamber board. He's got all the details, who's going to speak and what's going to take place. And Sean, always good to see you. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Just wanted to come talk about the general membership luncheon that's coming up on February 23rd. That is next Tuesday. It's going to be a very big event. This is probably going to be one of the largest general membership luncheons we've ever had. We've got 92 people confirmed right now signed up to come. So looks like it's going to be, well attended, which is great. I wanted to just talk a little bit about the event, what's going to happen, who's going to be there, who's going to be speaking and everything. But before I do that, let me just say a couple things. If you want to come, feel free to come. The meeting starts at 11:30. For chamber members, the cost is $15. For non-members, it's $20. And you can do table sponsors. Table sponsors are $200, and you get 8 reserved seats on that. I also like to say real quick, Mike Connor of the Connor Law Group, he is going to be the featured sponsor of this whole event. And without Mr. Connor's donation of doing this, and the donation is not cheap, he really stepped out to do this, we wouldn't be able to have these events. So it's great that he is able to do this for us, and we're extremely happy. Mike's a great guy, wonderful lawyer, and anytime the chamber asks for any help, he's always willing to do it. So he's a great guy.
And also said he's a good dancer too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I heard Mike's a good dancer too.
So I don't know about that.
Good lawyer, good dancer. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great combination.
Yeah, it is.
We've got some table sponsors already. I'd like to mention those real quick. The DDA is going to be a table sponsor. FMR Birch Farm and 9 Run Road Farm. Wayne Obstetrics and
I have trouble with that same word.
Yeah, all the time. Those are the ones that I know that are confirmed right now. I believe there's probably some more, but I'm not real sure. So just wanted to give a shout out to them. The folks that are going to be speaking, we've confirmed that Mayor David Earl Keith with the City of Jessup is going to be there. Mayor Melvin Boyette from Scriven. Mayor Brian Nipper from Odom. Dr. Jay Brinson from the Board of Education, and the Wayne County Chairman, Kevin Copeland. He'll be there. They're all going to be speaking. And basically the way the format's going to work is 11:30, we're going to ask people to come on in and start fixing their plate. It'll be a buffet like it always is. I believe Civils will be catering it. And what we'll do is we'll have you come in, go find a table. If you're not sitting somewhere already, get your plate and go through the line. We're going to try to start promptly at 11:30 because, the chamber will like to do some of our announcements and everything and some of the things that are coming up, recognize some folks. And then after that, what we're going to do is take a brief minute to eat a little bit, and then we'll have our guests come up and speak. Each guest is going to be allotted about 10 minutes. And we're going to try to have a question and answer session after that if time permits. So that's kind of how the format's going to go. We're excited about it. This is the first time that I can remember that we've done something like this for the state of the county. So I'm expecting it to be a good event and everything. So far it looks like it is.
Yeah, it's great to hear that many people signed up. Like I said, anybody else that wants to sign up, you don't have to be a chamber member to attend. So Again, the way to sign up, you can call the chamber, stop by the chamber, but they have registration forms available at their website, which is waynechamber.com. So, again, of course, you don't know the number of the chamber. It's 427-2028. They'll be glad to hook you up. But look forward to the big event. Should be fun. Like I said, something different. The first time we've had government officials at the general membership luncheon to kind of update and just, give a recap or a review of where they think the city, the county stands. Good to see the mayors of all three municipalities have signed up, so that should be fun as well.
Yeah, we wanted to reach out to everyone. We didn't want to exclude anyone from any of the local governments or anything. And this was something that we've been talking about this for a while. I'm on the executive board, and we've been talking about this for a while. And this is my second year of being on the executive board. Of course, y'all know that way back when I was actually chairperson or president at that time of the Chamber of Commerce, but I'm doing my second stint on the executive board. So we've been talking about doing something like this for quite some time, and we finally decided, hey, this would fit a general membership luncheon really well. We do a local eggs and issues for our state. So we thought, why don't we do something for the county? And we reached out to everyone, and everyone was like, yeah, we want to do it. And what I told them is, we want to know something good that's going on. Tell us what's going on good in the city of Scriven, Jessup, Odom, what's going on in the county, what's going on in the Board of Education. Tell us the good things that are happening. We all hear about the bad things. This whole thing with the coal ash, everybody knows about that. We want to know some of the good things that are happening in our county, and that's kind of how we're structuring it, really. So,
okay. Looking for the positive from the folks when they speak.
Yep, that's right. And, Bob, like you said, if anyone would like to go, there is a registration form. We'd like for you to fill that out because, we do kind of need to know how many people are going to be there, so we'll know how much food to prepare for. But if you can't get to the chamber, you're at work or something, call the chamber. They can email you the form, or you can go on the website, like you said, Bob. So either way, we can get that to you.
So lunch will start at 11:30. Folks should get there at 11:30 and start getting their meal and sit down, and then y'all will start with the program soon around noon, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, we're going to try to start as close to noon as possible. And what we'll do is we'll go until 1 o'clock. We'll try to have everybody out there at 1 o'clock. Now, I've talked to everyone. They plan on, all our speakers, they're planning on staying around for a little while. So if you don't get asked a question, or you don't feel like you want to ask the question in front of everybody, they'll be there for a little while after. You can talk to them and everything.
Okay. Maybe some question and answer if there's time.
If there's time, we're going to have question and answers.
It's going to be difficult, but you can try.
Yeah, and I'm going to be the moderator, which is not going to be, I guess I'm probably more of an MC than a moderator. I'm not going to ask them questions. They're going to come up for about 10 minutes and speak, and that's going to be how the program runs. Okay. So I won't be asking questions or anything. But then at the end, if there is time for questions, I don't think we're going to fill out cards. What we're planning on doing is just doing where, okay, raise your hand, I'll call on you, ask you a question. And that's what we plan on doing.
All right. And so you have the three mayors speaking, and then who for the county?
We got Chairman Copeland.
Kevin Copeland.
I talked to him this morning, Jim, and he said he would definitely be there.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to hear from all four of them there. I like this, the state of the county and the cities here in Wayne County coming up next Tuesday. Now, you can be a chamber member, of course, but you don't have to be a chamber member, right?
That's correct. And don't forget Dr. Jay Brinson will be there from the Board of Education.
Dr. Jay Brinson to talk about schools.
Yep, he'll be there. But yes, you're correct. But you do not have to be a member of the chamber to come to this event. It does cost you $5 more to come if you want to come. But it's not, for $15, you get to hear the speakers, you get to hear what's going on in the county, and you get a good meal and everything too.
Okay, why don't y'all try to set up state of the industry here in Wayne County? Get folks from the hospital, Rainier, and the different other employment agents. I'll say like the hospital, and when I say state of industry and business, that would be good to have. You had all the folks here that run the big companies and big organizations now. That would be good to hear sometime also, to see how they feel their businesses here in Wayne County.
Yep, and we're putting together something through the chamber that is an industry panel. So that way we can kind of talk with the industry and see how are things going? What do you need? Is there anything that we can help you with? So we're doing that in the background a little bit already, but we haven't brought anybody to the foreground in a general membership luncheon or anything like that.
Okay. Well, your campaign manager just sent in a text here, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Your campaign manager. It says, Sean O'Quinn is awesome. He's an amazing representative of our community. He should be one of our commissioners.
Oh, dear Lord.
I know
They didn't vote for you last time, huh?
They're one of those 27 that didn't vote for me.
Okay. The last two digits of the phone number is 88. May I don't know if that rings a bell for you or not. Okay. If you have any questions,
Your name was on a ballot one.
it was on there one time. Yeah.
Years ago.
He did run it a long time ago. Well, if you have any questions or comments at all, you can always text us.
They talk about the sheriff's race. Sheriff race lost by 5, and then fourth friend. Oh, we know we
They're down the river.
Yeah, we would have voted for you.
That's right.
But you can text us at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. You can text in your questions or comments here on the world famous Butch and Bob Show.
Okay. Yeah. Don't do those.
A lot of good things going on with the chamber. Like I said, hats off to the chamber. Just a great location. It's amazing. People don't realize how much traffic comes through that chamber, but people coming in seeking information. But those ladies do a good job down there getting all that. And like I said, it's great to have volunteers that work with the chamber and promote the community. So, good events. So
We've got a great board, a great executive board. Our ambassadors are awesome. I can never say enough about our ambassadors. Sometimes they don't get as much recognition as I believe they should get. They're wonderful. The businesses that let them go and take time out of their day to go help with events, ribbon cuttings, business after hours, before hours, and like this event here, the general membership luncheon. You just can't say enough about the businesses that'll commit to let a person just leave and still pay them to be able to be gone to do something like this. So it's very nice that we have a community that works that way.
Taste of Wayne, I know, it's been moved up this year. Do you have the date on that? It's earlier this year.
It is, I believe it is in March.
While you're looking that up, it says that text message that came in was probably from your wife or mom.
Well, my wife.
I would say mom more than anything else.
My wife, her number doesn't end in that, and neither does my mom. And
Okay.
I don't think either one of them want me to try to do that again anyway. And I'm with them on that.
We've got Sean O'Quinn here this morning. He's from the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce Executive Committee, and he is talking about the general membership luncheon coming up next Tuesday at the Polytech Center at Coastal Pines Technical College. It's the state of the county and, of course, of the three cities and municipalities here in Jessup, along with the Board of Education with Dr. Jay Brinson. Each one of them will speak about, hopefully, the positive aspects of what's going on in each one of those areas.
That's right. And the Taste of Wayne is going to be March 31st. That is a Thursday night. So, and I think they're coming on. I think Mary Caitlin is coming on next week or something.
Yeah, I think we've got them lined up pretty regular once a week leading up to Taste of Wayne.
Yeah, and we're still looking for sponsors.
Second Chance Band's going to be in there too.
Oh, yeah, Second Chance Band's going to be there. It's gonna be
Second
great.
Chance Band's going to be at Taste of Wayne?
Yes.
Oh, you got to be there. You'll be square.
That's right. I think this will be another huge event for us, just like this general membership luncheon is. Like I said, 92 people already signed up. That's amazing.
It is amazing. That's good.
We're
A lot of
excited.
interest. That's good.
Yeah, that's right. We're really, really excited about it. So
Okay.
it should be fun.
Should be fun, huh?
Yeah.
Should be fun.
Plus, you get to hear me. I mean, that's an
I
added
know,
bonus.
that's an added bonus right there. I mean,
Yeah.
you've already got one of your fan club members there. Maybe it's probably the president of the Sean O'Quinn fan club there.
And I don't know about that. But, the downside is unlike the radio, you get to see me at the event too. So that's the only downside.
Well, I can show you. You're on the internet right now. People
Yeah,
can go to
but-
bigdogcountry.com and see Sean O'Quinn. Now, that's about 20 seconds behind. So
Yeah, I
you
know.
just wave. In about 20 seconds, they'll see you wave. You can go to bigdogcountry.com and click on Butch and Bob Show live feed, and you'll see a live feed video of the world famous Butch and Bob Show. But Sean, we do appreciate you coming in this morning talking about the general membership luncheon.
Well, I appreciate you guys. You're always really nice. I say this every time I come. Anytime we need to come on, y'all are willing to let us come on. We appreciate it so very much.
No problem. I really think it's probably one of your buddies out there just poking fun.
I'm sure it is.
That's what buddies do.
Buddies.
That's what buddies do.
Yeah, that's right. What's Matt's phone number?
No, it's not 88. I can tell you that. All right, Sean. We look forward to the luncheon next Tuesday. Everyone's invited. For information on it, just call the chamber at 427-2028. All right. We've got more guests coming on the world famous Butch and Bob show, and they'll be on the air in just a moment. Any final words of wisdom this morning, Sean, before you head out into the
I don't have any words of wisdom.
No words of wisdom at all?
I'm just going to work and try to get through the day.
Yeah. Jonathan just mentioned that we'll start with Georgia Southern baseball this weekend on AM 1370 The Buzz.
I heard that on the way here.
Okay, so if you're a Georgia Southern fan, you can find out what their schedule is and listen to the games on our AM station, AM 1370 The Buzz.
Yep.
All right, Sean, have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll be back more of the world famous Butch and Bob show in a minute.
It pays to shop the super savings at your local Sears hometown store in Jessup. Now through Sunday, February 21st, save 40% or more on Kenmore Appliance Doorbusters and 20% or more on other name brand appliance doorbusters. Get a great night's sleep when you get a free box spring with the purchase of select Sealy Posturepedic or Serta Perfect Sleeper mattresses, and save up to 60% on other mattresses and foundations too. Then take the savings outside with up to 20% off power, lawn, and garden equipment. When you use your Sears card and purchase over $299 in power, lawn, and garden equipment, you'll also get 5% instant savings or 12 months special financing. You'll find more great savings store-wide on tools, fitness equipment, and so much more at your local Sears hometown store on South 1st Street in Jessup.
Guaranteed lowest prices, great service, and more at your Sears hometown store.
All right,
Store for details.
Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM in Jessup. More guests here on the world famous Butch and Bob show, and we're going to be talking about an open house here in Jessup tonight. And with us this morning is, let me get all names because I have a very bad memory.
Rebecca Brantley.
Rebecca Brantley and
Sherry Bowen.
Sherry Bowen. Okay, and y'all run Solid Rock Christian Academy School here in town, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and your campus is located on the site of Unity Church of God. You're not part of Unity Church of God. That's just where your campus is, and you rent space for them to be able to have Solid Rock Christian Academy here in town. And tell folks a little bit about Solid Rock Christian Academy, when it started, what y'all do there, why kids ought to go there to be taught.
Okay, thank you. First, thank you for allowing us to have this opportunity.
All right, go ahead, Sherry.
And just to give you a little bit of our history, we began in 2012. We started with 12 students. Primarily, our focus at that time was ages 3 to 5. We began in one classroom, and we have expanded since then to 64 students and 8 classrooms. We are looking at the possibility currently to adding a 7th and 8th grade for next year. Yes. That will depend on the interest in the community. So we're kind of opening those doors to see what kind of interest that we have, and we'll kind of see where it takes us from there.
Okay. Y'all have an open house tonight at Solid Rock Christian Academy on Sunset Boulevard on the campus there of Unity Church of God. Tell us what the open house will, why should folks go?
Okay. I know that there's many people still in the community that are wondering exactly what is Solid Rock Christian Academy about. And so tonight they will have the opportunity to come in to meet our staff members. They will also have the opportunity to tour our classrooms. We will have some parents there available to answer any questions. We will have students. Some of our older students, which would include grades 4 through 6, are looking forward to the opportunity to kind of tell some different people in our community about the school and show them around and see our facilities and see our classrooms. We have work placed up in different places of our classrooms for the parents to look and see kind of what we do throughout the day.
Okay, well, I've got 2 grandsons that go there to Solid Rock. Maddox has been there for several years, and I think this is Mason's first year there. And I just know this has been a great school for both of them. They love it there. They speak very highly of it. They just love going to Solid Rock Christian Academy, and folks need to check that out there as a way to look at it, getting your kids taught in the type of environment that maybe you want them in.
Absolutely. We believe, we're very passionate at Solid Rock Christian Academy about training and building our students, building that solid foundation, because I think we would all agree that our children are the future. And we want adults who are solid and who can be the leaders in our community for the future. And so we believe if we put in those influences, those investments now, in putting them in the right kind of environment to encourage those things, we believe that we're an extension of the home. And we're here to help parents and provide what we believe parents want for their children. And so that is our goal. And we're excited to do what we're doing and looking forward to seeing what the future is going to hold for Solid Rock Christian Academy.
Okay, Rebecca, what will you be doing this evening here at the open house?
I'm teaching second grade this year, so I kind of get a chance to see both sides of it and help out some in the administration and teach in the classroom. But one of the things I really want to talk to parents about that come tonight is just how I've loved teaching at Solid Rock Christian Academy and the difference it's made for me. One of the things that I love to talk to parents about is how I'm able to build better relationships with my children. I went from teaching class sizes of 23 students to a maximum of 12 students. And because of that, I really feel like I'm able to establish a rapport and a strong relationship with the students. And that allows me to know the students better and cater to their learning styles and truly meet their needs and encourage them to reach their high potential in a more effective way that I could in a larger class size. One of the things too tonight we'll have on display for parents to see that I'll be showing them is artifacts from our fine arts curriculum. We've really focused on enhancing that this year. This year we've added Latin and Spanish to the curriculum, also music appreciation, and we have a fabulous art teacher. All of that will be on display too.
Okay, now what is the curriculum y'all use at Solid Rock Christian Academy?
We use the Abeka curriculum.
Okay.
It's a very traditional curriculum, but it is advanced. I believe that it's a very teacher-directed curriculum, but it also meets the needs individually for the students also.
Okay, and the questions that parents may have about, if a student goes there for several years and then basically at this point ages out and goes into the public school system, all that transfers to the state of Georgia with no problem. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
We've seen great strides in our students being above where they're supposed to be when they do transfer.
Right. And what time is the open house tonight?
It will be drop-in from 6 to 8 p.m.
So just drop in anytime between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and parents can meet the teachers, administrators, see some of the students, see what y'all do there, and give them the opportunity to take a look at it and perhaps enter their kids into the Solid Rock Christian Academy starting in August.
And we do encourage you, if you cannot come tonight, please contact us anyway. We have a website. We're on Facebook. We're going to tell y'all that in just a minute, but we want you to come and schedule a tour anyway.
Yeah. Tour anytime, but tonight just big open house. Because
Yes.
a lot of times you're afraid to go in there because you don't want to interrupt anybody, but tonight you know you can because 6 to 8 o'clock it'll be open. And which entrance there should they enter at Unity? Because it's a big complex there.
Right. You want to enter on Sunset Boulevard directly, the entrance of Unity Church of God that directly faces Bone and Joint Institute. You will see our school sign up beside the road right off of Sunset Boulevard, and you will also see our school sign hanging at that entrance there, and you won't come in there.
Okay, so your back will be to Sunset Boulevard as you enter the door of the original front doors there at Unity. And so, folks, you're invited to go there tonight and learn all about Solid Rock Christian Academy. What is your website?
We are at www.srcajessup.org.
S what now?
www.srcajessup.org.
Jessup.org. Okay. So that's Solid Rock Christian Academy. The first letter is SRCA Jessup.org. Okay.
Correct.
And Facebook also, right?
Yes.
Okay. Got all the information on there about Solid Rock Christian Academy. That's great that y'all gone from 12 students all the way up to 64, y'all said.
Yes.
Basically kindergarten, first grade, now all the way up through
We actually start with pre-K
pre-K.
and go up through sixth grade
Sixth grade
presently,
now.
and
Hopefully 8th grade.
yep, hopefully eighth grade next year. We'll see what we'll see where the need is, and if our community, they've been very they've opened their arms to us. We're excited about being a part of the community, and so we'll see what the interest is there for 7th and 8th grade.
I know the Unity Church of God has been really good in providing the space
Yes,
and
they
letting
have.
y'all rent that space and to have your school there on the campus. And it works out great because it's a super campus there. And now it can be used during the day, during weekdays for this. And what are the hours of Solid Rock Christian Academy? How does it relate to the public school system?
We have an early drop off at 7:30 a.m. and then we also school ends. It is dismissed at 3, and then we have an after school program until 5:15.
Okay, so it can be all day if needed to be
Yes,
for working moms and dads out there.
Exactly.
Okay, Monday through Friday. Now, take all the same holidays as the public school
Yep,
system.
same
don't you?
calendar as public
Same calendar, right? All right, sounds great. Bob, any questions or comments for our ladies this morning for Solid Rock Christian Academy?
No, just appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, got just a great open house tonight, so we encourage folks to go 6 to 8 p.m. Their campus is located. Their campus is located on the campus of Unity Church of God on Sunset Boulevard. Open house 6 to 8. You can learn all about them.
Yes, and if you have any questions or you would like to speak with anyone concerning the school, the number is 424-8316.
8316 424-8316 424 for Solid Rock Christian Academy. Anything else, ladies?
No, thank you.
That's
All
it.
right.
Thank
Good
you
luck
for
with the
having us.
open house tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And we'll be back with more of the world famous Butch and Bob show in 30 seconds.
When it comes to growing a family business, we understand the business of growing. At First Southern Bank, we've been meeting the needs of South Georgia farmers for over 100 years with competitive ag loan rates, including equipment loans, farmland loans, and lines of credit. First Southern Bank has all the banking tools you need to help keep your growing business growing. First Southern Bank, investing in you since 1907. For loan rates and more, visit FirstSouthernGA.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, world famous Butch and Bob show here on the Big Dog, Thursday morning, 18th day of February. Well, Bob, somebody just sent in a text that says, here are your words of wisdom for today. Are you ready? Here are our words of wisdom for today. It's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. Now, as you a good Catholic boy, you should agree with that one wholeheartedly, right, Bob?
That sounds like that theory. A friend of mine always says it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. So,
so it's easier to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. So, just stay out of trouble, and you don't have to worry about getting out of trouble.
Different pass along. Took the trip to the landfill yesterday. Have made contact with the PR and Chip Lake. They're going to be getting us some information. Hopefully, coming on the show. So, looking forward to that. But
you did go by Broadhurst Environmental yesterday. You talked to someone there.
Talked to them at the office. They gave me the PR person's name. Made contact with the PR person. He called me back. Had a long conversation with him. So we're exchanging emails. So hopefully they'll send us some statements. But hopefully we can line them up for the show. But they definitely plan to be at the March 16th meeting. And their basic sentiment is the battle is with the federal government. They're the ones that changed coal ash from toxic to hazardous waste. So they say you can't put coal ash in ponds anymore. You have to put them in lined landfills, and that's what they're doing since they're sending this stuff all across the country to lined landfills. Republic wants their share of the business, so that's why they're proposed to rail yard. So I also found out the history of it always, I didn't really understand. I can't understand why the county doesn't own the landfill anymore. But when the landfill first came to Wayne County back in the day, there was a 10-year lease. The county still owned the landfill. The company Addington had a 10-year lease with the option to buy after the 10-year period. So after the 10-year period ended, that's when they bought. That's when the company purchased the landfill. The county had it for 10 years and leased it out. And the reason they did that is they set up that solid waste authority with people like Freeman Bacon and Gene Lyons and all these people who knew and cared about the environment. They had Gerald DeWitt, who was the Rainier environmental guy on the solid waste authority. The reason they had the 10-year period is because they wanted to make sure that people that own the landfill did exactly what they were supposed to do and didn't break any environmental laws and things like that. So
the county council did do their due diligence there.
They should be commended. They're the ones, they didn't know anything about environmental things like that. They set up the solid waste authority back then. So those solid waste authority people were the ones that worked with the people. Right. So, and they're the ones that agreed to have the landfill, thought the landfill was a good thing because, of course, back then it was household garbage and Wayne County didn't have a cost to put their garbage in. Everybody else had to pay to put their land. So, I'm learning more and more how the process went.
So after 10 years, what happened?
After 10 years, the company purchased the landfill.
Okay,
So they owned it.
Okay.
And then they changed companies. Another company came in, and they wanted to expand the landfill. So then they had bonds, just like the hospital bonds and things like that. That's why that tipping fee's locked in at 30 years. You know, we thought, why did they lock it in for 30 years? Well, they were making more and more money each and every year. The company showed them, you know, first year you made $300,000, next year you made $500,000, until it got up to almost $1 million. So they didn't have to raise the tipping fee as far as they were concerned, because the
volume was going up.
The volume would continue to go up, and they were making more money, so they were happy with that. So, so I'm learning more and more how the process went and things like that. But
no, it's easy
those people back then didn't, you know, the word coal ash wasn't even a concept.
I didn't know what coal ash was until this whole thing came up.
Those people didn't either. Yeah, they were dealing with household garbage. So
are you saying that the federal government changed coal ash from a toxin to
the federal government,
to a hazard?
The Obama administration, under their reign, all of a sudden, it used to be a toxic chemical. Now it's no longer considered toxic. It's called hazardous, which a lot of hazardous materials go into mine landfills. In fact, they're the ones that said you can't. They used to put this coal ash in ponds. Well, they changed that. You can't put it in ponds anymore. You have to send it to lined landfills. So Republic, who owns a lined landfill, says, well, if everybody else is going to make money off the coal ash, we want to make our money too. And that's what the Republic stands.
Which is worse, toxic or hazardous?
Toxic.
Toxic, which is strange that under this administration, which is so environmentally friendly, that it would change from toxic to hazard on a particular.
So we need to start talking to our congressmen and people like that. Over Washington D.C. to find out why they changed it. So that's their stance. Their stance is everybody else across the country is bringing it in and making money. They want to make money as well. They're in business to make money. So
that just surprises me that they changed it from toxic to hazardous under this administration. I'm just shocked. I mean, I don't know why they did it. It's just amazing they would, because of the environmental stance that Obama has taken all these years.
Like the Republic person told me, they used to put it in small ponds, but they can't do that anymore. You can't put it in small ponds anymore. That's been outlawed. So they have.
So now you have to put it in one spot in a line.
You have to put it in a line, landfill. That's where it has to go. So that's
did you have any comments about the spillage?
That's the question I kept asking about. You know, if you're not going to put it in the landfills, where does it go? Well, now we know it has to go to landfills. That's where it has to go.
Yeah, but not in a landfill above a major aquifer. I mean, you can put it in places where there's hardly any groundwater under it, so you don't do that.
Well, their stance is, they said the line landfill is supposed to be protected for whatever, but like they said, you know.
Do you have any comments about the spillage?
I didn't get into that with them. I said we just made contact. I was just trying to get some basic information. I've been doing some study with how it all came about and things like that. It's been a long process, but like I said, we'll continue to follow as it develops. Again, the big meeting is the 16th of March at 7 p.m. at Coastal Pines Technical College. But that's what the Solid Waste Authority, that's how the Solid Waste Authority came about.
So it sounds like the county council did their due diligence then. Still owned the land, made sure everything was going okay, set up the Solid Waste Authority, and then after 10 years, everything seemed to be going okay, so they sold it to the company at that time.
Right, well, they had to, that was the option they had.
That was the option,
right?
And they did.
That was 10 years prior. Like I said, when they first came, they had a 10-year lease with the option to buy it for 10 years. They took that option to buy the land and the landfill.
Okay. All right, Bob, thank you very much. Good job. All right, Bob, staying on top of the story for you, and we'll continue to do that here on 105.5 FM. The world famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Storage out here in the Waycross Highway, and by Parker Insurance and Realty on Macon Street in downtown Jessup, across from the Heritage Bank. 832, 105.5 FM in Jessup. Let's check in the latest news from Fox News Radio.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lisa Brady. President Obama will head to Cuba next month. An exclamation point on his efforts